Good afternoon, my dear students. You are most welcome to fourth semester. I'm here to deal with economic subject for fourth semester students, and the title of the paper is International Trade and Business. Before we know about international trade and business, let us have a brief knowledge about international economics. International economics is also like other types of economics like agricultural economics, industrial economics, labor economics. International economics deals with the subjects which are related to international arena. International economics deals with international foreign policy, international market, international trade, international business, international finance, international investment, labor, entrepreneurs, and so on. International economics deals with all those economic activities which are international in nature. This background we will have to keep in our mind because this semester we are not going to study entire international economics. Part of international economics we are going to study, that is trade and business. Therefore, the title of the paper is International Trade and Business. Now, next slide is about the syllabus prescribed by Rani Channamma University for the year 2020-21. First unit is international trade. Second unit is balance of payment and balance of trade. Third unit is foreign exchange. Fourth unit is international business. And fifth unit is multinational corporations. These are 5 important units that we'll be studying under the title International Trade and Business. Now, after knowing syllabus, we'll go for next slide, which speaks about unit number 1. First unit is international trade, and this unit has 4 important subtitles. First one is introduction and meaning. Second one, importance of international trade. Third one, theories of international trade. We should remember here that there are many theories on international trade, but we are not going to study all of them. In our syllabus, we are supposed to study only 2 international trade theories. One is competitive cost theory, and the second one is modern theory on international trade. And the last subtitle in this unit is terms of trade. These are 4 important titles that we will be studying under unit number 1. Now, we shall begin with introduction and meaning of international trade. You know that when we start discussion on introduction part of international trade, we recollect economic activities which are broadly classified into 6 categories. That is consumption, production, distribution, exchange, public finance, and economic planning. Trade, it comes under exchange economic activity. It's a part and parcel of exchange economic activity. Trade really plays a very important role in socio-economic development of a country like ours. because it generates investment and income in the country. It generates employment opportunities also. At the same time, trade plays important role because it creates different types of utilities. It creates place utility, time utility and service utility. This is a brief introduction on international trade. After studying introductory part of international trade, next question arises, what is trade? You know that it's a very simple question that has to arise before we go in details of different aspects of international trade. What is trade? There are many definitions on the term trade. After reading all those definitions, we can conclude trade is nothing but buying and selling of goods and services. Trade is exchange of goods and services for money. It is an exchange of goods and services for money. If exchange of goods and services do not take place for money, then it's not trade. It may not be called as trade in economics. Trade stands for buying and selling of goods and services, which itself is nothing but exchange of goods and services for money. In the process of this, place utility, time utility and service utilities are created. After knowing what is trade, next question arises, why trade exists? What are the reasons for the existence of trade? You know that this is a very interesting question. If you know answer to this question, I think it will be very easier to understand the theories on international trade, because theories on international trade are based on answer to this particular question. Why trade exists? Trade exists because an individual cannot manufacture all goods and services which he needs. Thereby, he is forced to depend upon others and others are depending upon him. This dependency is one of the fundamental cause for the existence of trade. An individual cannot produce all those goods and services which he requires. I need so many goods and services every day, every week, every month, every year. I need so many goods and services. Do I produce all those goods and services in my home? I do not. I depend upon others. So this dependency is the cause for existence of the trade. However rich he may be or she may be, no individual can produce all those goods and services which he requires. For one or the other reasons, for one or the other product or service, the person has to depend upon others. This is the reason for existence of trade. If I produce all goods and services, whatever I need, then question of trade in my case